So here we are again, so I'll just turn my back to the lot. And what will be happening here is that I'm kind of general contracting it myself. I'm having a barndiminium shell put up, and then I'll have to finish out the inside with all the interior non-load bearing walls, and 4 bathrooms, I think, and there's a bathroom that's right off the garage, so that'll be pretty nice. So I'm going to be documenting this, and I can already tell you one mistake I've made. I bought a shipping container, a 40-foot shipping container, as we would say, to put all of our treasures in, and so that's and I made a mistake, or I can say the professional movers made a mistake. Is that when they loaded it, all of my woodworking equipment, all of my tools, all of the men's items were loaded first in the container. So that means they'll be unloaded last out of the container. So all the wife stuff, are fine art, wall hangings, and the couches and stuff like that have to come off first. So the house has to be just almost done before any of my gear comes off, and I had planned on building out the cabinetry and stuff like that in the house and the garage. So I'm going to have to do it primitive Pete style. I'm going to have to buy me a track saw, because I don't have a track saw. So I have to build a track saw and do a lot of stuff on the ground. So I told the wife there's a long list of things that are going to be made. But one of the first things I'm going to have to do is build a workbench or a miter saw station or something to get up off the floor. Or buy cheapo stuff from Harbor Freight to saw horses and stuff like that, because I'm getting too old to be up and down off the floor a lot. So anyway, so I'm going to be documenting this, and don't want to ramble on anymore. So thanks. Hope you enjoy give me a thumbs up, all that kind of good stuff as we go through this together. Thank you. Have a great day. Like I said, so today was kind of a good day, is that I have the concrete guy showed up, and he has started putting his spots in on the dirt work that we've done, including yesterday we had the surveyor here, and of course here's one of the survey points we found, known the height and all that kind of stuff. So that's one of the spots. And there's quite a few spots over there right in the middle, but we've got our first corner done. That's right over here. We'll walk over. So we've got one line there, and we have another line over here. Right here, that is one of the corners of this actually be the corner of the house. So essentially, I'm standing outside the master bedroom. And so we've got a lot done today. I feel like we've done something, and we'll talk about it tomorrow. I guess I should be talking about the layout of the house. What I'm doing here in Texas is that the water here, city water, is pretty poor. It's very rock hard water. You have to have a water softener. So when we were looking around at houses before we decided to buy land, is that every house we looked at had a water softener on it. So that kind of, didn't take a rocket scientist. And by the way, I was a rocket scientist. I hate that term. Doesn't take a rocket scientist. How do you know it doesn't take a rocket scientist? Anyway, so we had looked at a lot of houses, and every single one of them had a water softener on it, until we got to a house, a brand new home, which was nice, had a rain catchment system on it, a cistern, and started asking about that. and we decided to go with a cistern. We have a 30,000 gallon water tank that has been installed already, and I'll show that to you in the video. But for every, I told you that the house is going to be about 7,000 square feet. So that means for every inch of rain that we get here, I'll have about 4,000 gallons of water run off the roof into the rain tank. And then of course that's pure water essentially. And then we'll filter that, run it through a UV light, and then that'll be our drinking water and our shower water, etc. So we did that. And the other thing that I did, we'll talk about this in later videos as well, is I am not, and this is air conditioning area. In California where we left, it was swamp coolers or swamp coolers, evaporative coolers. But here, it's all air conditioning because the humidity is so high, is that we are going with a geothermal system. That's where you run water into the ground, into water wells 250 feet deep, and the water comes out ground temperature, so you don't have to cool it very much, and you don't have to heat it very much in the wintertime. Very efficient, and so we'll be talking about that in the videos as we go. So anyway, keep tuned. Thanks.